Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Right, the video today is on this 2008 Corsa D, and I was asked to look at this because of an airbag light. Now, interesting thing is, when I move the car from outside to here, yes, we do have an airbag warning, look at that, but there's no airbag light. Someone really tried to get away with this, if it was not for the fact that the little screen in the middle also reports an airbag light, an airbag fault. So obviously, yeah. Oh dear me. Otherwise, I think this would have passed as a non-problematic car. Right. Now I think this guy just bought this car recently. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that. But I think the guy just bought this car like this. And he believes the car has been involved in a small accident. Look, I had the bonnet open. I can see the headlight on that side, the brackets at the top. They have been cable tied. There is some signs of like sort of the headlight, etc. around there. So I don't know how bad the accident was. If it was really an accident, I don't know. We're gonna find out. So obviously we have the airbag light warning in there. No light, but I think we can guess what happened to the light, and we have those two lights in there flashing. So I think the first thing we're going to do, guys, obviously is plug in the maxi sys and have a good look at it, see what we have on the module. Okay, and a quick scan and we get these two faults. So maybe the light, they did more than just cover the light. Idiots for trying to cover the light, but looks like they might have done more than that. It looks like they smashed the light by the looks of it. Perhaps, don't know. And there is an invalid data from left, which coincides with the broken headlamp, or the broken bracket on the headlight. Invalid data from left or middle, electronic front impact sensor. So, oh dear me. Okay. So let's gonna see how we're gonna do this. Which one I'm gonna tackle first? If both, I think I'll quick check the cluster, and we'll go from there. And then I will inspect the front, see where the sensor is. I don't even know where the sensor is supposed to be. Okay, and the sensor in this particular one is right here. I already unplugged it. So it's right. Oh dear me, how am I gonna do this? So it's right here on the side. So that's the one. I already unplugged it, and there is some greenies, as you can see in there. Don't know if that's going to be an issue, if that's related, but for now I think I'm just going to pull it completely out, the sensor maybe. Don't know, or just spray something. The plug looks clean in there, but definitely there is signs of corrosion. So let's give it a clean, plug it back in, see if that makes a difference. There's no point to complicate. Okay guys, and after a cleaning, a little bit of contact cleaner, that made no difference. So I think it's time to remove the sensor. At this point, guys, I could, yes indeed, go and make sure my wires are all good from here to the ECU. I've checked diagrams. There is only, from what I found, there is two types of sensors for this. Not two types of sensors. There is two different systems. There's one with one impact sensor in the middle, which is this case, and there's one with the impact sensor apparently on the left hand side. But I haven't found nothing with two impact sensors. So either the car will have it here or on the left, I think. But I believe it's going to be here. This is what I found. It says left or middle, so I'm going to assume maybe I'm wrong. Someone can correct me. Anyway, this is the impact sensor we are looking for. I'm going to try to remove it. It's a little bit tricky to remove. One thing to note, so I'm not going to take you through the removal. The only thing I want to note is that these screws, guys, are left-hand threaded, so they don't come out. So to remove them, you don't turn anti-clockwise, you turn clockwise as if you are tightening a bolt. So they are left-handed, the thread, so that's the only thing to highlight. So let's going to remove it, and I already told the owner. He said he's going to bring me a replacement. Again, as I explained you on the Land Rover, I'm no longer getting second-hand parts. and I really need to make a video for this, so I don't need to be repeating this on every single video, so you guys know what's going on. But yeah, let's gonna take this sensor off and move from there. Right guys, this is not easy. Right, I knew they were left-handed, but I literally had to smash the sensor because it just did this. And guys, this is a snap-on T20. Right, it's a snap-on socket. I would understand my cheap stuff, but this one I was not expecting to twist like this, and once twisted it just doesn't grab anymore. So yeah, I'm now in the process of cutting it off. So as you can see, let me see if I can place the phone somehow. Hold on a minute, I really wanted to see this. So I'm now in the process of cutting it off over there. Okay, so we're using one of this. I'm gonna cut it off, and then I have some sensors in there with the same screw, which I'll show you in a minute, so I can then reuse the screw or put another screw. But yeah, you wouldn't come out. Twisted the tool. Oh dear me. Right, but he's nearly out. He's nearly out now. And there he is. The two halves finally came out. So now he's waiting for the new. I'm gonna get the bolt. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait for the new sensor to see how he's gonna bring me the sensor, because I think he went to a scrapyard. It won't surprise me if they can't take these off. They're just not gonna cut the whole thing out. So let me wait to see, and then we'll carry on. Right, just thought about it while we were waiting for the sensor. Let's kind of pull this cluster out and see whatever they did to it. Okay, cluster removed. Now let's gonna go to the workshop and see what was done to it. Right, I can definitely see from the front of the light, or the place where the light should be, that there is something in front of it. I'm just not sure. So I can see tape. I'm sure you can see as well. Ah, it's not tape. Seriously? It's chewing gum. Really? I've seen it be off everything, but disgusting. Right, now without the needles, we should be able. Actually, I should be able to separate these two parts. Yeah, I should be. Let me get some tools, if I know where they are. No, it's not that. Let's be these ones here. Hold on a second, guys. Bear with me. That is the size. Yeah. The only thing is that for the thing to say, for the airbag to report a malfunction with the circuit, I think they did more than just put the chewing gum in there. But I might be wrong. Let me just try to lift this a little bit more. I don't know if there's any more screws around. There is more in the middle. There we go. So you guys can see. So obviously there's a little bit on that side because it just honestly, seriously. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You can really see, guys, that the light has been tampered with. I don't know how good it's going to come on the camera. That LED, I can definitely see the LED has been tampered with 100%. Seriously. Let me separate all of this and go from there. Just hold a second. Hi guys, as you can see, very clear someone has been messing around with this. So either, well, I don't even know. I don't even know, to be fair with you. It's a single color LED, that's for sure. So we're gonna test this and we'll put this down to 3 volts, 2.5, 2.2 volts. Let me see how it goes with 2 volts. So, oh dear me, oh dear me. Let's try one of these bulbs. There we go. Just in case if it's the opposite. Nope. Right, there we go. They're all working around here, except that one. I believe this is a red LED, strongly believe. So again, let me see where I'm gonna get a red LED from. You can guess, guys. I still have some of these. There we go. That's gonna get one out, put it in there, and that's it. Right, I was to skip it, but why not showing you this? Not rocket science, but so a little bit of flux around these points. Before I do this, let's gonna find an LED that is good on this board. I just hope that the cluster is not going to be sensitive enough to see that there is a different stuff, or hopefully it's the same. Let me find one that there is. So a good one here. Okay. Now on this board, all the LEDs except this one here at the top, they are all are they? But I guess if we get it the wrong way, we'll just need to turn it around. But it looks like they're all facing the same way. The polarity is all the same around here, except these top ones. So I'm going to assume they're all the same. Well, we'll try and see. So it was this one I was trying, if I'm not mistaken. Let's maybe off this. Right, it's going to take the one from the cluster first. Sorry guys if I'm going to be in front of the camera, there's nothing I can do. I don't really care if I destroy this LED. Well, the LED is destroyed anyway. So now that's going to try to take this one out. Let's give it a go. Actually let it cool down a little bit, just make sure it's okay. I think it was this way, it was the opposite way. Yeah, so let's try. Hey, look at that. Right, that's gonna, before I put everything back on, let's just plug it in on the car like this and make sure the airbag no longer reports any faults. And if it doesn't, then yeah, then we'll move forward into assemble the cluster and put it all back on. Okay, let's see if the airbag module is now happy with these new LEDs. So the LED is going to be that one in there. Okay, let's see if it comes on when I turn the key on. There we go. There we go, beautiful. So airbag light comes on, which is fine. We still have the sensor to replace. Let's just see how my SDM now behaves, see if he's happy with the LED. And yes, it is. Look at that. Not present anymore, which means the cluster now is reporting back to the SDM that the telltale light, that the LED is good. Quite interesting that, quite sensitive, well, quite well designed, I would say, to actually now look for the LED to make sure the LED is good. So yeah, so now we can put everything back on and just assemble everything, really. So that's what we're gonna do. And just as I was about to go, the guy just brought me the sensor. What did I say to you? They will be cutting everything out because they couldn't take it out either. So yeah, let's gonna try to take these off. So we have a sensor, hopefully it's good. But for now, I'm just gonna assemble the cluster and put everything back on. Okay, and I managed to take the sensor from that bracket, from that little bit of metal. Now you guys seen they've just carried it around. I took it off now, but the bolt is obviously destroyed. So I'm going to use one of the screws from this sensor. Just going to take it off. And yeah, if I ever need a sensor for this one, then I will have to see how I'm going to do. But for now, use it for spares. So now we can put that here. And we should be able to fit it in place, plug everything back in, and see if we get a fix. Okay, the new used sensor is now in place. Let's gonna turn this on. Cluster is in place as well, obviously, as you can see. Obviously, we probably still have... Whoa, it just cleared itself. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Still, we are going to obviously go back, read the codes again. Not present, not present. Clear these codes. Oh, come on. Yes. This is strange. Really strange. Oh, no fault codes detected. Why is not allowing me to erase the codes? Oh well. Doesn't matter. What it matters is, let's gonna start this thing. There's something. No, nothing's gonna fall off. Airbag light. Boom. There we go. And really strange, it doesn't erase the codes. Unless it's because there is no codes in there. Oh well. Anyway, problem is fixed, guys. That's all it matters. Another quick thing is that when the guy brought me the sensor, I've actually had a little bit of a conversation with him, and he actually told me the whole story with the car. So initially, the first problem the car had was apparently the speedometer didn't work. Ah, crap, I left those needles a little bit too high, didn't I? I left them where they were, and they are a little bit too high, are they? Sorry guys, I couldn't leave these like this. It's not how I like to work. I left the needles exactly in the same position as the idiot that worked on these left them, and obviously they were wrong. So let's try this again. And now that's better. So the RPMs are a little bit lower now. That's now on 0 with the ignition on. And I'm just thinking about... So let me actually unplug it to see. Because when there is no power, they seem to drop a little bit by the looks of it. No, they don't. But if they're all showing a little bit high, maybe the fuel as well. Damn it. And I don't have my Corsa here to check because the missus went shopping. I'm going to pull the fuel just a little bit lower as well, because usually they all do the same stuff. It would be better if the guy gets a warning when he has some fuel than the other way around. Okay, let's put this again. Okay, think I've nailed it now. So all on 0. Well, the angle is a little bit, so maybe here you can see they are on 0. And then when I start the car, that one stays there just fine. Okay, fuel, I hope is in the right place as well. So okay, so that's what it is. As I was saying, guys, I think I was saying that the owner actually told me the story with the car. So the initial problem with the car was the miles per hour. Yeah, the miles per hour, the speedometer was not working, and it took us somewhere. They asked the guy for another cluster. So I don't know if this cluster, I should have looked at the EEPROM. Don't know if this cluster is the original or not. But apparently they asked him for another cluster. So I don't know if they replaced something from the donor cluster or whatever. But when the car came with the airbag showing in there, but not the light, right? So looks like the guys, whatever they did. Now the sensor at the front, guys, I think was a pure coincidence. That's what I think. So maybe the sensor failed while the car was there, which sometimes these things can happen. But what they did is they tried to cover it up. The guy took the car back to resolve the problem with the airbag. And they told him the car has been involved in an accident and he needed a new module and something else. And believe me or not, they charged him 150 quid for that. There's really some butchers around here working on cars. Honestly, it's absolutely terrible. With no disrespect to butchers, but guys, there's some people around here that's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, the problem is now solved. Actually, let's gonna put everything so we can terminate this video. Look at that. I tried now to erase the codes because I was curious to see why that was doing it, and now it erased okay. Look, you can see I'm still on the airbag module. So just in case if you guys don't believe me, look at that. You're going to see that my live date is for the airbags. Look at that. So I'm on the airbag module, and yeah, now we raised okay. Oh, that was strange. Okay, anyway, let's going to put this back together. Okay, one last look at it. Airbag light off. There we go. Let's start it up. Beautiful. No more warnings. Problem fixed in the end, guys. Just the sensor. The front impact sensor in the middle. And, well, and what you have seen on the cluster. So, with no further ado, guys, well, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's something here you guys can find useful. Maybe you have learned something. If you do still have any questions, any comments, put them below. And like always, thanks for watching.